Is there a way to determine a true gauge of inflation? How do we know that during the past year, inflation has gotten out of control? Is it just people complaining about the prices of goods and services going up? Yes and no. Inflation is an economic phenomenon, everyone's favorite economic phenomenon, as a matter of fact, that can be distinguished by the rise of prices of goods and services. It is thought that it occurs when the money supply in an economy grows faster than the output of goods and services in the same economy. This inflationary environment affects the inflation rate. To combat this inflation rate, which is generally thought as a bad thing by most people in policy-making positions, monetary policy is one of the main tools that can be used to influence inflation for the good or for the bad. This sustained increase in general level of prices for goods and services, it can be measured as an annual percentage increase. As inflation rises, every dollar you own buys a smaller percentage of goods or services. And to that end, there are many economic measures of inflation. The most common is the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. The CPI measures the prices of a market basket of goods and services that are representative of consumption by urban households. The CPI is released monthly by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and according to them, year over year, the All Items Index increased 8.2% for the 12 months ending in September. Other measures of inflation include the Producer Price Index, which measures the price of goods and services at the producer or wholesale level, and the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, PCE, which is the Federal Reserve's preferred measure of inflation. There have been various estimates for the total inflation for 2022, but experts estimate it could be as little as around 3.5% to as much as 12%. This is because the economy is projected to grow at a moderate pace, and there is expected to be little changes in oil prices. That means that prices for goods and services are expected to rise modestly, or are expected to rise modestly to enormously, depending on your perspective. All that's well and good, I'm sure you're saying to yourself, and you're probably experiencing the inflation at this very moment. Any amount of money that you saved or were earning last year all of a sudden feels like it's not enough to cover your bills or to buy the things that you want and like. All this was supposed to be cured by cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular, but all of them. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Let's take a look at that next.